What is it that's holding you back? What is it that you really want in your life? What are your goals for 2023? We need to make sure that we are directing our brain better to look out for things that will make us thrive, not just survive. What we don't want to do is say, we wake up early, we smash all our goals. I just don't believe in that. If you read a newspaper today, that is the same amount of information that someone would receive in their lifetime 100 years ago. The science that underlies manifestation is neuroplasticity, which is the fact that your brain can grow and change at any age, any stage, and any mindset. All the symptoms that you've described around perimenopause and menopause can all happen, but none of them have to. There are statistics that show that women who do yoga 3 times a week have lower levels of the stress hormone cortisol than women of the same age that don't. So I also went on that journey of considering yoga as exercise. And then I really realized that yoga actually is mindfulness, it's not exercise. All the symptoms that you've described around perimenopause and menopause can all happen, but none of them have to. There are plenty of women that go through perimenopause and menopause and don't experience any of those symptoms. So let's not tell ourselves that's going to happen by the time we're in our late 40s. I work on the basis that that's not going to happen to me. And I might be wrong, but the longer that I keep up that positive thinking, so far it hasn't happened. And I'm late 40s. So,
same here.
Having said that, yeah,
I think positive expectancy is definitely the thing. Yeah. And it helps build resilience as well.
Exactly. And there's a lot of really good stuff out there that helps women, that talks about all the issues that can come around that time. But I had one older friend who said to me, oh, I didn't even really notice having the menopause. And I remember thinking, right, that's going to happen to me. And just like putting that seed into my brain and just leaving it there. Like, you've read my books, you probably know the story of me putting off needing reading glasses for my entire 40s. And it's a similar thing. Like when the optician, the following year when my numbers were better, and he was like, how did you do this? I said, well, I didn't really do anything. I just thought, no, I'm not going to believe what you're telling me. I'm not going to change my behavior, like holding my phone further away so that I can read it more easily. I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing. And so I think, I'm really into manifestation and neuroplasticity. So I apply that to like everything in my life. However, I also do all the good nutrition stuff that you want to know about. So basically, if you eat a nutrition dense diet, so that's mostly plant-based, but with the good fats and the hydrating foods, and the dark foods, those are the things that you need to think about for your brain. Then and I grow my own food and I get an organic farm box and I cook as much as I can. Even then, I take the smart supplement because of agricultural practices and just the way that our food has become so much more depleted than it was, kind of in pre-agricultural times, and the way that our gut microbiome has become less diverse. So it's like, even if you're trying like super hard, you still might not be getting, there still might be a nutritional gap. So even though I eat like that, I take supplements. But for people who can't do that all the time, taking a supplement is kind of like an insurance policy for that nutritional gap. And so what's in the smart supplement that complements what I just said about what you should be eating is, it's a double capsule. So around the outside, there's algae oil, which is basically the omega oils. And it is, I do eat fish and it's good to eat fatty fish, but they get their omega from algae oil. So, this is kind of like going back to the source. And it's vegan. So for people who want to be vegan, it means they can still take the capsule. Inside the second part of the capsule is the standard, the B complex vitamins that we need for our nervous system and to combat fatigue. We've got the extract of over 24 blueberries, which is what you would need to eat every day to get the right number of antioxidants and polyphenols to stave off that inflammatory process that we were discussing earlier. And then there's vitamin C, vitamin D. I have to say, I am finding at the moment, since October, I have to top up my vitamin D, and I am deficient in it, and I am dark skinned, so it's worse, for me. But we do tweak the formulation as we go along, and every 3 months we talk about, is there something we need more of or less of? There's a tiny bit of vitamin A and iron and zinc. So basically all the vitamins that you need, to keep your whole, not just your brain, but, because I don't separate the brain and the body. So that, keep that brain body system as antioxidant and anti-inflammatory as possible. And then the omega oils, which, the brain is mostly made up of fat. So, and you can't synthesize some of those oils yourself. So you do need to provide the building blocks for that.